Yes, thank you. My name is Adeniyi Adenubi. I'm an executive director for VFD Group. I oversee the investor management function. I also oversee institutional business and investor relations. The parameters. Thank you for the question. First, as the director that oversees investor relations, it was also my mandate to make sure that we had a very successful AGM, and in this case, our very first virtual AGM. The SEC and CAC and all the other regulators had approved for us to go ahead and have an AGM by proxy, but we went one step further using the proxies and the normal process flow for an AGM, which meant that all shareholders could actually participate on the day of the call, which means vote and ask questions and do as they would do in a typical AGM proceeding. The parameters that I would say are that I think that the chairman did an exceptional job in handling the proceedings. I think he kept it very efficient, very engaged, and very effective. The second thing is that the transparency that this process brought about and the higher increase in participation. In normal times, maybe people will have been challenged to be able to come in for a physical meeting, but here we had higher participation both in terms of proxies and people actually getting on the call and participating. So I think it brings further transparency, that's the third, further transparency into this whole process. The fourth is that all our resolutions were unanimously carried. I think that's a sign of good governance. There was no pushback or any disputes to all of our resolutions that was presented to the shareholders. I think lastly is that this digital and virtual AGM begins to lay the foundation for an even improved corporate governance. Because somehow the process brings more transparency and also gets more people involved in the process. So I think this is the foundation of an improved and more efficient shareholder and corporate governance going forward. Yes, thank you. That's a very, very important question. 2020 probably will go down history as one of the toughest years, at least in modern times. I think it's going to be difficult for a lot of businesses and a lot of people, unfortunately. But I do hope that collectively, as business leaders, civic leaders, and political leaders all around the world, come together and introduce policies that can stimulate the global economy so that our recovery is more V-shaped than anything else. I think for us particularly, it's been a mixed bag of stories. I think we obviously we've had a good year. We just declared dividends from last year at our recently completed AGM, which was very well received. But also it's that in our current year, some part of it has been challenging, but there's been very exciting news as well. Our virtual program, which is we're building an ecosystem with the first release of our app called the V Bank, which is a virtual or digital bank, a very exciting bank, very exciting project, is doing quite well in the market. We're seeing adoption rate continue to grow at a very, very interesting and very good rate. Now we have about 150,000 people on the platform, and it's quite a new product. So we've used our time quite well to continue to market and push this product to the market, but at the same time continue to build the other parts of the ecosystem that will support this banking app in itself, which makes us be able to give more value to our customers. As you're aware, the whole platform will be an ecosystem, and other financial services products that we offer will be available on that system, and ultimately it potentially could be a marketplace also. And so we're continuing to refine our strategy and continue to execute and implement on those things that we had spoken to the market about in terms of our ecosystem. We're pretty excited that we'll continue to gain market share in this particular space. On the other hand, we have businesses like our credit business, which obviously is going to suffer and is already showing signs of strain from the activities that are going on with the lockdown. We decided to give a 3-month moratorium to people who requested it, or for people who want to restructure their loans, as a way to give back to our customers in these very difficult times. And a lot of people are taking advantage of it, but that also has its impact on our P&L. So that part of the business hasn't been very exciting. But our core strategy also relates to efficiency in treasury management, and we've done quite nicely with that. And I think that for VFD Group, touch wood, we'll still have quite a decent year relative to all the situation this year. Yeah, but without a doubt, it's going to be a tough year for everyone. Thank you for your questions. I appreciate it.